Is it Aaron?
Yes, it is.
Aaron, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Great to see you here, part of this.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate the tournament up here. Putting $50 of your own money out is it's really good. You don't see it that often, so.
Yeah, I know what you mean there. It's definitely a hassle, but it gets out there and we're doing what we can. It started about a year ago, and me and a buddy just put it together and decided to do this. Got a lot of people going, a few masters, and we got some coaches, and we do tournaments at least once a week.
Well, that's great. That's great, especially with a whole year of experience. That's, close to the beginning of StarCraft 2, so I anticipate StarCraft will be around for quite a while. It's nice to see people starting up.
Oh yeah.
So.
Well, I actually used to never play RTS games until my buddy was like, "Hey, you got to play this. You'll enjoy it." And I was like, "No, I won't." And well, I get it and give in, and here I am.
And then here you are. You're organizing tournaments, being a boss, baller, player, all of that.
Yeah, we've had. I do apologize for the recent bracket mess up in this. Zeke was not being very responsive at all to help me with this. I set it up, and they had a patch for the people that make tournaments, and I downloaded the patch to make it easier, and in fact it screwed it up and made it like a best of million or something like that. It was ridiculously stupid.
Yeah, I noticed that with check-in. There's a little bit of confusion, but there's no problem. I'm sure these things just happen, and it looks like people are mainly through most of the brackets. Most people are in round 3 right now, so.
Yeah, we have a couple of our own guys from the team entering in the tournament. They're undergoing their practice, and we usually hold practice sessions every day. Anyone is allowed to join. No one is held out if they wish to practice with us. More than welcome to jump in.
Well, that's great. I'll see if I can personally get in that, and maybe spread the word about that too. So.
I hear one of our guys, Dusk, was talking about your ironing board.
Yeah, well, you see, when you live like I do, you've got your clothes everywhere, mainly on the ground. You got your clean pile, your dirty pile, and your not sure pile. Even the clean pile is going to get wrinkly, so iron out those shirts, those pants. That's how it goes.
Look presentable.
Yeah.
Good way to go. It's what I usually did when I was in the military for what I was.
All right.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
How long were you in the military for?
Well, technically it was a set-up program after high school, but in high school I was in the ROTC thing, and I almost signed up with the actual one after the program they had. It was, how do I put it really, an experimental thing they wanted to do with people that graduated high school that was in ROTC, so what they call a premature sniper.
Okay.
Ridiculously crazy, but it was a rigorous 3-week training.
I can only imagine that was quite rigorous.
One thing that was pretty funny was one of our guys didn't make his bed right. He left one corner a quarter of an inch to the left, and the guy came in, flipped his bed. Gunnery sergeant tore all of his clothes and threw them on the floor, and
wow.
it was crazy.
Wow. I bet if they were coaching for StarCraft, they would absolutely flip a lid when they see a misclick or something. There'd be some table flips going on.
Walk in, destroy their account, turn them bronze.
Yep. Turn them bronze, ban them. They got connections to Blizzard, all of that.
Yep. Demote them to placement again.
Sure.
So let's see if we can find a match to get into if there's not that many.
Yeah, let's do that. I was in a match previously with I believe it was Dusk. But I wasn't an official streamer, so they requested that I didn't cast it, which was fine with. But looks like take a look at the brackets again. Dusk is in game. Light core is light core in? Please. Compliments. Take them back.
No, I'm a jokester guy over the years. Hey, there's our Masters player, Holy. Masters Terran. Demarth here went through numerous amounts of races, and then we got Hully on our team, and he's been undergoing training with their Masters Terran.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Has he been going around doing tournaments and such? You guys mainly on Zeke?
As much as we possibly can. And things have been going well. We've all been getting our training in our practice sessions, and of course the Masters players are busy playing their rankings and up and everything, so they're not really too much on terribly playing with us, but when they are, we have our coaching sessions with them.
Sure.
Come here, honey. Come here.
Sorry for the background noise. I'm upstairs. I moved my computer upstairs for a little bit.
Yeah.
Easier to host these on.
Absolutely. In fact, I'm in the process of switching apartments now, so I'll be out of this room and in another one hopefully by next week.
I see. No more iron board, huh? I'm just
kidding. It's a pretty special ironing board. I don't think I can let it go. It's gonna stay for quite a while.
So you've been playing StarCraft since it came out, or?
So I originally started when I was first introduced to StarCraft. I was probably 8 years old. I watched a friend. It was the first StarCraft. I watched a friend turn on Power Overwhelming and to play the first Protoss mission with Candace, and I found it was the best thing in the world. So I played the original StarCraft for a couple years. It was definitely the beginning of my gaming experience. Did that for a couple years, never got that great, and then StarCraft 2 came out as part of the beta and got up into gold. That's my selling point. I got up into gold, stoked about that, and then dropped back down to silver after some competitions at school.
Were you in spec?
What's the elusive Aaron in his natural habitat?
Indeed, on stream, that is indeed the natural habitat of many gentlemen.
Look it, honey. It's the wild Alaskan Aaron.
Well, it was Alabamian.
He's migrated.
To the colder weather.
'Cause that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I think you got You're funny, Heather. You have Holy in here, by the way. The Masters is in your cast. Or your, not your cast, but your stream.
I see.
Yeah, he's
Hey,
a
Holy,
really cool
how are
guy.
you?
Does his streams, and we all watch his Masters 1v1s that he does, and really cool. I've been a fan of him personally, and I actually managed to find his stream one day. And
what is his stream? In fact, I'll look him up right now.
let's see. Gotta repost it back up again. It's Holy 362.
I see.
There it is. He posted it right there on the chat.
Thanks, Holy.
What do you need? Oh, hi.
I want to do what I can to help spread StarCraft to as many people as I can. I think I've worn out my Facebook friend list a little bit. I've spammed them pretty much every day for the past 2 weeks, so I need to bring it down a notch.
And if you can't cast one of the tournament games, if nobody's interested in inviting, which is no big deal, but if not, we have probably a practice session we'll be doing tonight anyway.
Great.
If you're on,
I'll be on.
that's great.
I definitely need more practice. I just started casting a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm,
practice in StarCraft or practice casting?
Casting.
Casting. Oh yeah.
Practicing casting.
Right now we've been looking for someone with great quality that can cast, and just in any form of sort that could get us out on YouTube and more known, because we're really desperate in getting out there more, trying to win King of the Web and everything with one of our other guys that makes videos, and it's just it's hard to get it out there. A lot of people think, oh, it's a game, you'll find a bunch of people, but 90% of them are trolls that just log on and never log on, or log on and then log off and never get on again.
Exactly. It definitely takes a lot of physical work too. What I've noticed, the best way for me to get people involved is going going to my work and letting people know, hey, I'm playing in a tournament. Please go to this website and watch me tonight. Or hey, there's a barcraft coming up. Do you want to go get a couple drinks or something like that?
Which actually, we are going to be hosting a barcraft. It's in Alaska here, but we're going to be doing one, and if we're going to have people online streaming that will be casting, and you're more than welcome to be one of the casters. You'll be posted on a big screen in the middle of the room.
Well, I think you and I should be in contact a little in the near future. Then we can talk some more details about that.
Sounds like a wonderful idea.
All right, great.
Man, wonder if we can get into a game here.
Yeah. Understand everyone's probably in the middle of their games.
Yeah. I think when I meant to set this up, it was the first 3 maps was Cloud Kingdom, Core Hall Compound, and Shakura's Plateau, I believe. And then the other ones were any MLG and or GSL matchup. You know, it was best of 3, and then the last round was best of 5, but it got mixed up, of course.
Foxalisk, do you have any casting experience? Even if you don't, you're more than welcome to help me cast this.
Oh, I have a little, I guess you could say. I watch all my pro StarCraft players every morning. Here goes the Derf King. He's inviting us. Oh, is this the Derf King versus Dusk? I know both of these players.
I see. If you can give me an invite, I would love to participate.
Yeah, I think he's going to invite you in a second. Let me
Great.
suggest you the game.
Ooh, Foxalisk, let's tag team this thing. Let's get some high quality streaming.
Let's sort out the map issue again here.
Alright, Terran versus Protoss. Also, if you can recommend anyone to me in the near future, if this cast works out, okay. I'm looking to get an overlay or something of the sort.
Of course, I will post you on our website, your link and everything to your stream, and we will get a ton of people watching you.
Great. Thanks a lot, Foxalisk. I'm glad to be a part of this tournament and help you out in the future.
Thank you too, and you're very much welcome.
Alright, loading up MLG Shattered Temple.
This should be interesting.
It should indeed. Do we know who won the first game?
I know we do not yet. I do not know, but we will definitely see who will win this one.
We'll see who wins this one.
Yeah. But it's no worries if there's any background noise or anything. Don't worry about it. No. You can if you want, just maybe a little, you know, maybe just a little down, that's all. I'm sorry if it's any inconvenience to you, Heather. Alright, here we go. I do not know.
Alright, let's introduce our players. Here on the bottom side of the map we have the Derf King as the pink Terran.
And up top we have Dusk, the Protoss teal.
I do.
Right, unfortunately, since we don't know too much about these players, get some possible builds we might be able to see.
Well, Dusk here joined us actually in a tournament I participated in the Bronze, Silver, Gold Zeke Weekly, and he was interested in us. I told him about our team, and he looked us up and started practicing with us, and his ever-burning desire to beat our player Demarth, which was a passion inside of him, drove him to join us and practice with us, and I'm actually undergoing Protoss training by him. And as for the Derf King, he introduced himself in our last tournament we had and made it to the finals. So maybe we have some hope for him in this one. Both of them very good players.
Indeed. So far everything is looking pretty standard here. We got a cancel on the Vespene Geyser for the Terran.
Oh man.
Not sure what was going on there.
Maybe didn't want that probe to see he was going something with gas.
Could have been. It could have been a little bit of a mind game. So far we see Protoss still going. Finally get a gateway going down here. Normal build. Everything looks pretty normal.
Pretty standard now. He's not afraid to let him know he's getting gas, I guess.
I'm going to assume that was probably a misclick.
Maybe. Didn't mean to cancel it. Tried to get an SCV on that probe to cut him off and just brought the wrong one.
Sure.
Looks like it may be a 1-gate fast expand here from Dusk.
Indeed, it's starting to look like such.
Which is pretty standard from him from what I've seen against Terran. It's one of the things that he usually does, and it actually works out very well, surprisingly. I've never heard of that myself, but...
Yeah, on close positions I would like to think it's a little risky, but it doesn't look like there's any scouting going on from the Terran player, so he might be able to just get away with it with little consequence. So this probe out here in the base is gonna get trapped by 2 of those SUVs.
Oh. Looks like the Derf King hasn't even scouted where Dusk is in this matchup.
Indeed, we see the Derf King going Tech Lab first, which I wonder could be a little rest in peace probe here by the Derf King. As he owned that probe, but only momentarily.
Yes, that's what we're saying right there.
Yes, I'm seeing. All right, we're seeing first Reaper coming out. Should have seen that as soon as the Tech Lab came out. So I would imagine, even in these close positions, this is going to be a little bit deadly unless he gets that Cyber Core up pretty quick.
Oh yeah,
and it is going to
need that
finish just in time. There's going to be a little bit of time before that first Stalker could come out, and it doesn't look like. Let's see. Does he know?
Right now.
He does not know that there is a Tech Lab yet. So this might be deadly for just a little bit if this Reaper goes straight to the middle. It looks like he's just going to go ahead and take this Xel'Naga launch tower.
Yep. Oh, going right by it. It's probably because he hasn't scouted the base yet. Gonna find him, but it's a bit redundant there because he sent it a bit late. He should have scouted the main first.
Yes, indeed, indeed. Very important in the beginning of any game. Know where your opponent is.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. No sense in 6 pulling somebody that's not even there.
Exactly. Exactly. So this next is going to go up with little trouble. It's going to put
transfer of probes, and he's almost saturated at his main as well. Get that Vespene Geyser up and 3 more probes, and
take a look at what he's doing. It looks like we're going to get siege tanks possibly here. We're going to get blue flame hellions.
Yeah, it seems like what it was.
Ooh,
building a Stargate.
This is looking like a 1-1-1 in a way.
What am I? Starport, I mean.
Stargate. Oh, come on.
I watched too much sci-fi.
Here's that Reaper. It's getting 2 kills. It's in the probe line, but it doesn't. Is there? Here comes the Stalker. Stalker's gonna get up close. He's gonna get as many shots as he can. But I think that Reaper's gonna get out. Yeah, he's gonna be just fine. Yep. 2 kills, not bad.
Scouted what he needed to scout it, and he got his little happy ass out of there.
Yes, he did. Back in the front, though, it looks like he's still got. Take a look at the units. All right, it's fairly even in terms of workers, 27 to 22. That second base, as long as it keeps
going down.
Up.
It's like he's going gateway units this time here.
And I'm gonna imagine some Banshees. Here we go. We'll see if that cloak gets researched. But
boy, that is just what you would call the town bicycle of the Tech Lab. Everybody's had a ride.
Everyone's had a ride on that. And it does stink. If your supply blocks, you need to build a supply depot so you can build that freaking Banshee.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, no,
yeah, it's
there
just
we
gonna
go.
sit there, and it's just
Still
not going to do
not doing
anything, and that's minerals you're sitting
That's
on right
fine.
there with that not
This
producing.
Reaper's getting by here a little bit, but I think he's gonna be trapped. That's the end of this Reaper.
Yep,
Little
that
bit.
stalker roll. Ooh, and the explosion, just his body parts flying everywhere.
Alright, let's see. We've got 5 gates, a robo, and a forge out here. Forge has not started working on anything yet.
And that robo's just sitting there, but I believe, oh, and there goes the standard observer that he is going to send out to scout. Ooh, what is this in the back? An engineering bay, I guess, going for those hidden upgrades.
This Banshee's going to be finishing up in just a couple seconds here. Cloak is a little bit far behind, but he just needs 1 or 2 to really get the work he does. Observer's popping out, though, so if he places it in just the right place, it's not going to be a problem. But this Observer's going to go straight to the other base. And he might be able to see the starport in time. And it looks like he is.
Yeah, it looks like he'll come in from this side. He'll see exactly that there's a Banshee already out and be expecting Cloak. And if the right response to this would be to make another Observer, which he may just make one right after that Warp Prism comes out. Because it's obvious he sees that Banshee.
He sees the Banshee. He does indeed. What's being produced? We're seeing a Warp Prism coming out.
And he knows that from the looks of it that there is an Observer there. Nope, no he doesn't. I thought he was bringing him over for that scan.
Alright, I'm seeing a little bit of a push coming out here from the Terran. No, just
Oh,
kidding.
and look at this. There's that supposed drop probably right there with that Warp Prism. Usually I've seen Duskus, he'll do is he'll warp on, or warp in on the way, and then load him up and then get another warp in there. But seems like he's just sitting in the back to sit there for now.
Here. He's probably saving up just a little bit of money so he can warp in the back of the line here.
Ooh, because there goes that big frontal push from Dusk here. The Stalkers and the Sentries, which are the precious gold of the Protoss.
Indeed. The tanks do have siege mode, but they're not sieged up. If these guys come in just right now, and he's going to catch him!
Ooh,
It was just got a little bit of time here. Here
He's
come the
not-
siege tanks. Getting a couple hits, but he's
Oh
going to
my
have to
god,
back up.
oh, and he needs to back up here. He's going to go in and
Tanks are
push
doing
too
massive
hard
damage.
unless he has charge, and he does not have charge, and these Zealots are just going to get eaten here by these siege tanks unless they can get close enough to not get taken out.
And these Zealots are going to be able to just barely hold off. None of the Marines or Marauders
man, look
got
at
able
that.
into the bunker.
Warpins continue.
A little bit of a
Well,
misclick.
man.
Dusk is in a great position right now. No SUVs at the second, but
He needs to siege that tank up, Durf. Come on, siege it up. You siege this, you'll
the
be able to
siege.
hold it, lift off, and go somewhere else.
Any moment now. Any moment now, but these SUVs are just gonna rally on the supply depot and more
they are
stalkers
just not getting
flowing
paid
in
enough
right
to
now.
do their job.
Let's get a count on the stalker count here. We got about 13 or so, and this orbital command is definitely going to go down. No liftoff, no nothing.
15
I'm imagining
stalkers.
just a little bit of progress. We check his camera.
Oh, man.
He's looking at the SUVs. I think he has him on auto repair, and now he's going to send him. He's sending all the workers. It's not going to be the best.
No.
Be able to get
He
one,
could
maybe
use those
two.
OP mules, but he's not throwing them down right now, so he's going to be behind in the
If we
mineral
can take a
count
look at
there.
the siege tank has 7 kills now, so he is getting a good amount. But with no workers left, I can't imagine this game going too much longer. We got a 40 food lead for the Protoss.
Yeah, it's
Banshee's coming in at the back, but it is taken down because there is an observer there.
Yep, it looks like it's
And
probably,
it's shit. Good luck. And best of
and
4.
in the best of 4 or 3.
5, 3.
Which I meant to say 3, I do not know why, but it looks like Dusk is dubbed the winner there. Great play by
That's
Dusk.
game. Great play indeed.
And most people would, you know, I've had a lot of complaints that Dusk was a smurf, but indeed, just knowing him personally, he is not. He's just a very, very dedicated player that gets on and practices with us every day. He is wanting to improve his skill as much as possible. And
Well, congrats to him on moving on in the Tournament of Immortals. Let's take a look at the bracket. Dusk is going to move on to face the Light Corps. Light Corps wiped me out in the second round. With I don't remember, how did he beat me? Ah yes, he got his mutas up faster than I did. It's always a problem. So it's going to be a PVZ for that matchup.
let's see here. Wonder how that one went, really.
I'm going to like completely screw this up. Wait for this. Wait, isn't it? where I used to work in the Probably. I can't figure out, so I can't make heads or tails of this skirt.
I tell you what, some people just can't take a loss.
It happens. It happens. I know I'm a part of that group on occasion.
Yeah, a lot of people, of course, bad-mouthing us, saying that tournament a bunch of smurfs, but we always check our players and their backgrounds.
Yeah, I'm not looking at
Now, how do you check everyone's backgrounds for these tournaments?
What we do is well, that's how come I have so many friends on my StarCraft, is I at least look at their seasons for the people that they signed up for on Zeke. I add them as a friend on StarCraft and check their leagues and ladders. View some of their games if they have any streams available or anything that they have up. And I usually talk to a lot of them before the tournament starts. I could tell you there are quite a few people here that have been in the tournaments recently that we've had that signed up again, and man, they're back and trying to win it this time.
I think anytime you put money on the line for any of these tournaments, you're going to get a different kind of crowd, you know?
Yep, every time.
Every time. But it also gives great incentive for people that play well to join these tournaments.
It does.
And if you can check backgrounds, then all the more power to you.
You know that feeling. 2:30 in the afternoon, a lot to do, and you hit the wall. You're tired and groggy, but you gotta get stuff done. So take a 5-hour energy. Just open it up, knock it back.
So for anyone who's just tuning in, we're just waiting for another game to start casting.
Easier than coffee. Man, does it work. You'll get the alert, energized feeling you need to get stuff done. A lot of stuff. 5-hour energy, when you gotta get stuff done. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com.
Oh my gosh, look, that's cute.
I'll link this.
Yeah. He was totally looking at your shit. Oh, you know he's trying. Oh, you thought you had big fish. Fish is eating the crap out of that guy. Oh, look. It's a big band-aid.
Tom B, these will be the streams for these games, just for the night.
We have the Derf King here.